It's up to you guys.
Which way to the Orc Mountain that we could see?
It would be off to the south and east.
Okay, off to the southeast.
Yep.
So is that river coming down?
Yeah, that's a little stream that's coming down from where the mountain is.
Okie dokie.
And that's the map of the village so far.
Alright, and then last time we were debating on whether or not to take the dude up to the camp. Like the bad guy camp.
Yeah, I think we were deciding that's probably what we're gonna end up having.
Yeah.
Believe so.
Well, then of course you said the clan has 40 or 50, but if the clan is like families and stuff, that's not all fighting people.
Yeah, I think we'll have to.
It's gonna be old
scout
orcs
it.
and young orcs and female orcs and male orcs. Some of them aren't going to be fighters, and some of them will.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to go scout it out and find out. Take their prisoner back. And we got a map from the what was his name? I don't even remember his name. The orc guy, the village leader.
If I get in the right gaming notebook, I can look at.
So I'm thinking of changing his name.
Hideku.
I don't even know if I had the orc's name. Did I have the orc's name?
I thought I know he spelled them out. I didn't
I
write them
can't
down,
remember if I
but
wrote it down, but I got the rest of the families written down. No, I didn't actually write his name down. Oh wait, male orc. Yeah, the orc's name. Yeah. Just had to look at my list better. Trying to read when my eyes are tired is like. And the right side of my head hurts, so that eye isn't working, focusing as well. Anyway.
Well, that sucks.
all right, well then let's head out there. Then I think let's
Okay,
just load 'em up.
here's a question. We have 2 chests full of lots of money. What do we?
Mm.
Do
maybe
we
we could
trust
just-
them to take it?
Or maybe we could just say it's here with Iacona while we go.
Uh-oh. Icona's in Zeman's
Yeah.
pocket.
You can stay here and cook.
Yeah. Can we do that then? Can we just say, okay, well, Iacona stayed back with these guys to cook and hold the fort down while we...
Since he actually got his ass whoops yesterday. Technically it'd be yesterday now, because we were going to get up in the morning and... He's the one that really needed that. Thinking of it, since it's a new day, I gotta fix my little tick-offs for the mana.
Yeah, I don't think that's really a problem right now.
Yeah. So you guys slept. Everybody healed up, and you're going to head off to the mountain to scout out the orcs.
That's the plan. We're gonna unload the. Do we have a spot that we can set up for Red Paw and unload the gold and money and whatever?
Or even just, I don't know, are we gonna take the cart with us?
Well, that was the plan. We were gonna tie up
Yeah.
the dude
Yeah.
and put him in the car.
Put him in the cart, yeah.
So that's why I was thinking of unloading that stuff here and leaving Red Paw here,
Yeah.
and then heading out with the.
Does anybody have a tent?
I don't think so.
No, because, like, I didn't have any room to carry a... I'm
Let
kind
me
of,
see. Hold on. Oh, I do. Sweet. I have a tent, guys.
Really?
I do.
Like,
So we can set up my tent like right up there above the Verdani family shack, and we can unload all our stuff in the tent, and Red Paw can stay there, and then we can. Yeah, like right there. Alright, and then I'll just, delete that from my inventory for now?
It's up to you.
we can,
Well, I mean,
we can leave it in your inventory, but just know that it's actually sitting down there, because it's still yours, it's just not physically.
Okay. Alright, well, yeah, I'll not have it carried or whatever. Yeah, that's a good idea. There we go.
Okay.
Who the heck is drawing on there? What the heck is that supposed
It's a flower?
Yeah. LOL.
Saul, you're terrible. Erase. That's from Maz's game, not this one. Alright, so we're good. Let's load the dude up.
I don't even know how to draw on the map in this.
I don't know how either.
If you right click on the radio menu, there'll be drawing.
Ah, yep, I see it.
Oh, I didn't do that.
You totally did that.
There.
Oh, I see.
Okay. So you guys leave the little village. So you guys leave the village and are heading towards the mountain where the orcs live.
Yes.
This is gonna be interesting. Bear, a turtle, and a cheetah go into a mountain.
Hey, Una, does a bear poop in the woods?
Yeah, I can see this is going to be a very constructive night. I mean, it's already 8:45, and we're like, we have finally left the village. Woo!
Oh man. And how far of a hike is it to get up there?
I think we were saying it was like 3 or 4 hours. Like
Yeah, that's right.
I think
like
so.
half day, something like that.
right around.
Yeah, that's right. It was like a
I thought it was like 8 hours actually, because we were gonna do it
Like,
at that
yeah,
night, but then we
six-
decided to go in the.
We decided not to go because it was already early afternoon, and it would be getting dark when we got there.
Yeah, we didn't want
And
that.
then we also had people who needed long rests because Redpaw got the snot beat out of him.
Yeah, he did.
Besides, well, actually, yeah, maybe 6 or 7 hours because we knew it would be dark and it was probably later in the morning because we kind of took. But we went through that time warp, so that totally blew our minds. Yeah. Time and space continuum has just been shredded, and now you're looking at the ocean, which was nowhere near we were.
that is true.
Because the Shadowlands are not by the ocean.
Well, not the part that you were near.
No. We were nowhere near, because we were on the north side of them, and there's no ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so we're heading out.
So you can feel free to close that map.
Gone.
God, can't do a lot. The map has now been closed. Please move along to the next one. Of course, that just the whole thing reminded me of a movie where, like, have the tour guide going through, and it's like, give some blurb, and then go somewhere else. Keep walking. I can't remember what that was. I think it was actually in the movie Day. I smell smoke coming out of Oreo's ear. This entertainment by Bree that's totally random is brought to you by Oreo cookies. this is how I am when like I have a massive freaking headache and my neck hurts and everything, and I just can't get rid of it for hours. Welcome to Nighttime with Bree. Thought it was funny. It's like this morning, and I don't know, it was like after 10 this morning or whatever. I got out and started gaming for a bit, and it's like they're like, Winter goes to me, "You actually sound chipper. Nobody else does." I'm like, "Yeah, think about it. I'm the one with the chronic disease and headache." Nah, I don't know if laying down's gonna help or if I'm just gonna hurt all night, so whatever. At this point. I think the bad thing was actually trying to read, even though my dad's friend wrote a story about his great grandfather when he lived in the late 1800s out in one of the Indian territories. It's actually based on his memoir, so it's actually a true story. How he ran into an outlaw, the stuff that he. I've actually never tried to tackle my quarterstaff. I wonder how well that would go. Oh yeah, before we go out, or as we're going out, everybody's getting a living seat. Have a nice day.
Even on yourself?
Yes. Yippee. The Three Musketeers now have living seats.
Y'all are being chatty over on Discord and that on Maz's.
Waiting on you, Oreo.
Well, you make your way out of the village, and you get a glimpse of some fairly recent cart tracks in the ground.
Let me guess, they're heading southeast.
They might have been heading northwest, depending on how you look at it. Let's do a survival. Can I do a survival check to see where they're coming?
Oh,
Sure.
this is gonna be funny. I'll wait and see if he actually manages to do it.
I might have.
Well, you know that it's about... The tracks are about 3 days old.
And were they coming from the mountain?
Nope. They were heading towards that direction.
Oh, how do I freaking roll abilities?
On your skills?
If you're oh. Oh yeah, I
Ooh.
know where they went and when they came and how long ago it was that they came and when they left. Maybe even if it was loaded. No.
You look at you study the tracks as are you guys on your horses?
I thought we were walking next to him. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Well, if I was gonna check out tracks, I would actually get off my horse and look at them.
Okay. Well, you study the tracks and you know that it was a cart being driven by 4 horses, and it looks to be have carried quite a heavy load.
Oh, and if it was like 3 days ago, it was probably the guys that were heading out to go to the sell the mine because they left a few days. Ah. And it's definitely not heading towards the mountain. Yes, no.
As far as you know, it's heading in that direction, but you're not sure if it was heading straight towards the mountain or somewhere else.
Now, the closest city, did we figure out which direction that actually was from the coastal little... Still on the coast or inland or...
It was basically straight east.
Okay, it's basically straight east along the coast.
Yeah.
Okay. Or maybe the orcs got attentive because these guys are mining closer to the mountain than the villages. They figured out where they were taking the good stuff.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright.
I put in a summary in the chat for what Bree found out. Okay, as you guys continue heading towards the mountain, sorry, my kitties are bothering. Alright, as you guys continue heading towards the mountain, you're basically following the cart tracks from a few days ago, and about 3 hours into your journey, I guess you could call it, the cart tracks start heading more south.
So do we follow the cart tracks, or do we head into the mountain? Did the what's his face? Hideki? Did Hideki give us a map to where we need to go?
No, you see mountain there.
Yeah.
You go towards mountain.
What Bree said.
Gotcha.
He
Go
just pointed.
towards mountain.
Yep, he just pointed to the southeast and said that the mountain that you guys can see is where the
Clan.
orc clan is located.
That's kind of weird though. If why is there a cart leaving the village that's heavy? Unless it was going the other way. Was it actually going away from the town or in towards the town? The tracks, grass, and everything is like
The
the cart.
The
Other
hoof.
cart track.
the hoof prints along with the cart is
Point south.
pointing away from the village.
Remember that the two
Yeah,
people
but
left
I
with the
just
fif-
I asked Oreo where the nearest town was, and he says
Ah.
it's due east along the coast. So why in the hell are they going south?
yeah, southwest.
It might not be exactly on
Yeah.
the coast. It's just east.
So it is
away
in
from
that
the-
direction.
Yeah, it's east from the village.
Yeah, but this cart went southeast and then turned further south, so it ain't bloody going. Per
So-
what Oreo said, so
I mean, whoever made the tracks, we might be able to find out if they know where the clan is if we follow the tracks.
well, we can follow them a little bit and see how they go toward versus the mountain. If they keep going past the mountain, then what? Though it's still curious of why a heavy cart that was supposed to be going east is going south.
Let's go find out, Bree.
Okay.
So you're gonna
Let's follow
continue
the tracks.
following the tracks.
Yes, since we don't really have an idea of, I mean, we know it's in the mountains, but I'm sure that these mountains are large, and we are not sure where to go. So we should find out, find somebody that knows.
Yeah. So our biggest concern is we knew they were taking a cart of mining stuff, which would be heavy, to the nearest town. It's about 220 miles away. But according to what the DM is saying, that's to the east. We have a cart that left 3 days ago, about when they were supposed to have left with it, I think, and it's going south. It kind of went southeast and then turned further south. So it's, I don't know where it's going. I don't know if Oreo now knows what it's going at. Because of his, I am trying to picture everything in my mind. I really need to redo my regional map. I'm like, so yeah.
Oh, the
You should
regional
know
map.
this. You have a geography person in the room. Unfortunately.
The regional map that I have that I originally had for this, had a chain of mountains. So now it's just a single mountain, kind of like with Lord of the Rings, the Lonely Mountain, only not quite as big. And
Or the lonely mountain that had smog in it for the Hobbit.
yeah,
It was on like the eastern side. It was the big mountain on the eastern side of other mountains.
That's still fairly large. I mean, we'd spend
And
some time.
it would be. It's not a big mountain. It's
Just dominates where it's at because of the lowland.
yeah. It looks like a giant mountain, but it's not all that high, all that tall. But compared to the Rocky Hill area around it, it looks like a giant mountain.
Yeah, I think we follow the tracks and see if we can't find somebody that knows what's going on.
Yeah, they're 3 days old, and who knows how fast they're moving, but we can at least follow it for
Yeah.
see what's going on. Since we don't know where the hell we are anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we really don't.
we really don't know anything about where we're at, except for
Yeah.
these people here. There's some orcs that don't like them because they can see their village from their mountain. Yeah, that about sums up what we know.
That's pretty much it.
And we don't know how we got by the ocean, but we're by an ocean, or at least a huge body of salt water. It could be at least a sea, but yeah.
We're gonna figure it out, Bree.
Uh-huh. Anyway, so we're traipsing along, following the tracks. 'Cause they're there.
That's what we do. We follow tracks.
Okay, you guys follow the tracks for about 20 minutes, and go ahead and make a perception check.
I perceive things.
I'm like going, I gotta figure out how to read so I get perception.
Those are nice rolls.
If somebody didn't perceive something, we're in trouble.
Okay, about about 100 feet away from you, you see a dead animal. And as you get closer, you notice that it is a horse.
I don't know it's a horse.
You know what
Like,
a horse
man,
looks like.
That looks weird.
No, you already did your perception rolls, you know it's.
You see the rotting carcass of a horse that looks like it might have been eaten off of. Some things were eating it. And
Okay, in my medical bills, I'm gonna just see if it maybe has other wounds.
okay, go ahead and roll a medicine check.
See if
Very
maybe it
nice.
was killed somehow a different way, and then nature was just disposing of it by having things. So now Oreo's going, so how did it die? Taking all my good rolls for this, but I actually have to hit something, I'll roll my 2.
That's how I feel too.
Oh, this looks interesting. There's remains of a javelin stuck in its neck.
And I didn't see that. I mean, come on.
Well, it's been chewed on around it.
Oh,
it's
okay.
all kind of matted up and it's been broke off near where it hit the horse, so it kind of looked weird but wasn't obvious without really...
Gotcha. Without really getting in there and...
Yeah, without actually yeah. So, it actually was killed by a javelin. Well, what around here uses javelins? Oh yeah, those stupid orcs. It's the only thing I know of that's been using the javelin because they were throwing them at us.
Yeah, let's ask the dude and be like, hey dude, is this your friend?
At least one of the guys did.
Work?
2 of them. In that group.
Yeah, Bree was examining the horse and lifted up its head and noticed the broken piece of javelin in its neck underneath.
Yeah, that's where we couldn't see it. It's underneath. Yeah.
Ah.
He didn't tell me in the whisper that it was underneath, but anyway.
I want to ask the guy. So is this your friend's work here? He's not gonna answer me, is he?
He glares at you and says nothing.
I take that as a yes! I gotta look around more at the tracks and stuff and see what else I can figure out in the area for various types of tracks and where things might have left from here or came in from other directions. Do I have to do another survival for more digging around?
Sure.
And we don't see the cart around here?
Nope.
Do we see cart tracks leading away?
Another good roll.
Yes.
And I'm presuming it's with 3 horses instead of 4.
That would possibly be a good guess.
Well, I rolled a 24, so...
You check around and notice that there was quite a bit of feet moving all over the place, like there was a bit of a scuffle, and you see the dead horse and the what appears to be cart tracks are now heading basically north, a little bit northeast towards the mountain. And you also notice that there are what appear to be tracks for 2 horses, possibly 3. The tracks on the left side appear to deeper in the ground than the ones on the right.
And how many, like, possible other, like, footprints, paths do I see running along with this horse and cart thing?
There are quite a few.
Can I?
Yeah, enough that I can't figure out.
What was that, radio?
I was gonna say, can I check to see if there's any salvageable meat or anything on that horse, since it's our
Sure.
survival?
Sure.
Nature?
Let's go with survival.
Okay.
It would be survival for getting. You actually want to salvage something from this thing? Yeah, I think it's been dead a couple days.
Well, if we're doing this the way that Oreo was saying we might do this, then I'm thinking that we're gonna need to build a stockpile of food and cure it and all that.
Yeah, I know. We had to get, but it's been gnawed on, so there might be parts we could.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, there's a few.
I'm kind of, well, I still rolled higher than him, but I'm still with my roll. I'm still kind of like, I don't know. This is kind of.
All right. So, do you want me to roll for like chunks of meat or something?
It's not the best parts of the body for the meat, but you find quite a bit. So go ahead and roll a d20. Alright, there are... And roll a d4 as well.
Yay! Lovely roll.
Okay, Bree.
You ever
You
know
better-
about those pyramid
Okay, Bree, you do the same. And a d4. There we go.
I at least got a
little
2
bit
in the other
better.
one, but I rolled a 15 like he did. But I got a 2 instead of a 1.
Better than me.
I just have better plus on survival.
Okay,
Meow.
together you guys find about 45 pounds of horse meat that is usable.
All right, I'll throw it in my inventory if that's okay, Bree, because I can carry it.
Oh yeah, I ain't carrying it. It could go in the car.
You know what? Yeah, let's throw it in the cart. Let's do that. Can we put it in the
Yeah.
cart?
Sure.
We have cart, yes.
All right, so that'll go in the party sheet then, because that's where we put all the cart stuff, right?
Yeah. You guys do know that you had a couple bags on the cart that you got from the chests.
Oh, bags that we can put stuff in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we saying that those are like 1 pound chunks of meat each, or just 45 pounds and we can cut it up however we want?
Just 45 pounds, you cut it up however
Okay.
you want.
Now we're going to throw this into the party, maybe. Oh, I was going to put it in there, I think.
I got it.
Alright, well then I'll delete this.
Oh crap.
What'd you do?
I put that in a parcel. Okay. So were you putting it in the party inventory?
Is there a party inventory? Where's that at?
Oh, I guess I just see it. Where are you putting the
I was going to put it in the cart. So wherever we put our cart items, which I thought was in the party sheet.
okay,
But if there's something else, we can go that way.
on mine, I've got parcel coins on the left. That is 230 platinum, 4,000 gold, 21,000 silver.
Which we left in the camp, yeah.
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 And then to the right of that, I have parcel items, which has all the stuff that you guys found in the chests.
Which was in our cart, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so-
and yeah, some of that stuff, if we didn't need it with us, would probably be back in the tent.
So we can either go with just add that horse meat to the parcel items, or you said you have another sheet?
Yeah, then underneath that, it goes into party coins, which you guys are carrying, and party inventory, which is what you guys have in your inventory tabs on your character sheets.
Oh, then I would say throw it into the parcel items, because we're going to be throwing it into, so I'm not carrying it. I'm going to have it in the, so I'd say, yeah, go ahead and put it in the party sheet, and then that way we know that it's in the cart.
Okay.
Into our shopping cart.
Pretty much.
So we kind of went a little further south of the mountain, found this, and now we're definitely heading towards the mountain. Bird footprints, not orc footprint. Oh,
Most of it is booted feet, but
but
they're also... Yeah.
So there's at least there's okay. So there's 6 pairs of tracks. So how many are possibly booted, and how many are bird? Give or take, as a guess, since they're gonna overlap each other.
Well, there's 6 pairs of booted feet and 1 pair of bird foots. So 7 total. And,
So I'm Go ahead.
and on the way to this little spot, there were no footprints. Just except for the horse hoofprints and the cartwheel.
They rode off with the cart and the horse. Okay, so I'm assuming that the bird footprints are the things that ate whatever the horse. That's what I'm guessing.
No, there's one bird. Okay, hold on. Was there any? What races? Were there any races that were bird races that are part of the village that we were at?
Did you not write it down?
I wrote them. I wrote them down, but I don't know which ones are birds or which ones are bears. I mean, I know the growling are bears.
Korvax are bird people.
Okay, so we
yeah.
did have an ant and a bird person who went with a heavy cart, though I think they were supposed to be going east, but we have a bird person who might be captured by orcs. But that doesn't explain why we don't see ant tracks or any signs of an ant. A Verdani.
Maybe it was an inside job. Ooh. Dun dun dun.
But anyway, we're gonna follow the tracks and figure out what's going on here. Because this isn't their cart. Who knows? Maybe the Verdani got hurt more, and they tossed him in the cart.
Potentially.
They're making the Korvax walk, which would make sense. So anyway,
Let's follow it.
it still doesn't explain why they were kind of going the direction they were going when I thought the city was to the east. But still doesn't mesh. This place is so screwed up.
Most Verdani wear boots.
Okay, so yeah, true. Okay, Verdani wear boots. So maybe it's 4 orcs for the Verdani and the bird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Or maybe it's still an inside job. Dun dun dun.
Who knows?
Yeah. Most of the animal type people don't wear boots because
They don't fit.
That and it feels weird on their feet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mostly basing it because animals in real life don't wear boots unless you put them on a dog, and then they really don't like it. As is evident by all the videos where they
walk really funny because they don't really know, they can't feel how they're putting their foot down, and
So I say we follow those tracks.
Oh yeah,
What
because
do you say, Nudar?
yes, we gotta figure out what's going on here, because the I don't know where these guys really were going. I guess I'm confused at which way the town that they were gonna sell to was in compared to what I think it's supposed to be. But... Note to self: find cartographer that has a clue.
Yes, let's find a cartographer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking at the adventure area of map picture that I have, which is kind of nation-sized scale, nation scale, something like that. It has the mountain chain, which doesn't exist anymore. So going by this, the village is on the ocean, on the coast. The mountain is southeast, more east than southeast, basically east-southeast direction.
Right.
And surrounding it is rocky hills, which go all the way up to the coast. So it makes it a little bit difficult to go that way with the horse and cart. So it's easier to go southeast.
So they might have been going around.
Yeah.
Didn't try to go around.
And it's, from looking at the map itself, straight east is where the village is, and along the, basically straight east and very slightly south, so not exactly on the coast of the ocean, but it's rather close.
So the coast is kind of rocky and hard to get through, and because of hills and stuff. And it's not a nice beach like right where the little village is.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, we would have probably seen enough of that to kind of have a clue. Anyway, so we're following this new development of tracks. Find out what's going on.
If you look at a map of Florida, it's about as far from the ocean as Jacksonville is.
Okay.
So not very far.
The town from.
Yeah.
It's not on the ocean.
It's like, but it's up a river or something.
Yep.
Probably.
Gotcha.
It's close enough to the ocean to basically be a ocean city, but far enough away to where the one side of the town wouldn't get absolutely destroyed by a hurricane from the ocean waves of the hurricane.
Gotcha.
Unlike
Makes
Daytona
sense.
Beach.
Yeah.
Basically the village that you guys are in would be like Daytona Beach, and Jacksonville is where the town is.
Yeah, so like if we knew a big storm was coming in, it might wipe things out. We'd be heading like southeast to get into at least the hills or up a little higher.
Yes.
Note to self for future.
And Saul probably has no idea what we were talking about.
No.
That's okay,
fine.
Saul. It's like, from the farmhouse down to the water. You live near a farmhouse, right? God.
I don't need
Okay.
to know. You just point the way, and I'll.
Yeah, one is like, alright. Oh,
Let's go kill things.
follow tracks. Smash bad stuff. Find
Pretty
good
much.
Well,
Pretty
then
much.
let's do it.
So
Let's
that's what
follow
we're doing.
the tracks.
But I was just also in the process of trying to get my bearings of what we were actually doing and why the cart would go the way it did. And that probably explains why it takes 220 miles to get there, because you gotta go around. Boat would be better. We need to make a boat. We get there fast.
Agreed. Maybe that's something we'll have to look into.
Future idea. Go by land. Go by sea. Sea fast.
Okay, Saul, where in New Zealand are you?
Are you really looking at that? That's awesome.
It really doesn't matter. Yeah.
It's basically a town on a river that's just a few miles from the coast. Kind of probably up into the hills a little bit.
Saul, if I'm going to stalk you, it matters.
Do you know where Hastings is on the North Island?
Let me bring up a map.
We're gonna make her look at her own country map. There we go.
Okay.
Hastings over near Hawk Bay.
I think she found it.
On this map, it's got Hastings and Napier basically right next to each other.
Yep.
Napier would be as close to the ocean as the village you guys are in, while Hastings would be as far from the ocean as the town towards the east is.
Alright.
Yeah, and you can't really go straight by land because it gets too hilly and rocky along even the coast between here. With the Orc Mountain being the biggest part of it.
Are we
I has
going to the
picture
Orc
in
Mountain,
head.
aren't we?
Yes, because the tracks now head towards the Orc Mountain and have an extra set of prints and whatever else, so we're gonna and there's a dead horse that we found and took parts of, so we know the orcs must have done something nasty, so we're gonna go see what else is going on with these buggers.
These orcs are a bunch of jerks.
Okay. As you guys continue following the tracks now towards the mountain, you notice at some intervals where the bird footprints are, it for probably about 10 feet, it's like something got dragged, and then you see bird footprints again, and then something dragged and like off and on.
And we can't tell what it was that was being dragged?
Well, maybe it was the Birdman because he fell down and they dragged him a while until he could get on his feet again.
That makes sense.
That would be correct.
Follow the Birdman. Because the bird. The
Is
bird is
the
the
word.
word. I had
Oh,
to.
I know we're on the same track. That's okay. Moving right
That's what-
along.
That's what popped into my mind as well.
Yeah, I know. kind of in that.
You better know the bird song, Saul. I'll be mad.
I know.
do.
Yeah.
You do?
It's old. It's old
Awesome.
enough. It should have made it over there.
Yeah, radio. When you said because the bird, all of a sudden in my brain said is the word.
Oh yeah,
Is the word.
that's what I was
The
going for.
bird is the. Yeah, I know. I still think it's funny that we said it almost at the same time too. Is the word. So we're traipsing along. We know that there's something going on with the Korvax and our Birdman, and we got a bunch of boots and stuff. But we know the Birdman is getting dragged every once in a while, probably because he's either hurt or refusing to go somewhere, and every once in a while just plops his butt down and says no. Who knows? But anyway.
And you notice the same thing on the other side with one of the pairs of
Pair
boots.
Okay.
But it doesn't happen quite as often.
Continue to follow.
And about how these tracks are still averaging about 3 days old.
Yeah.
Okay. Because pretty much it happened 3 days ago and they're off.
Yep. And the wind is starting to pick up and it's getting a bit chilly.
Kind of feeling like more like fall weather.
Do what?
Oh, and I left
Feeling
my
more
tent back at camp.
Feeling more like fall weather, you know, like the chill, like a fall storm coming.
Late fall, about early November type weather.
Yeah, kind of like the weather we were having when we were in the other village. So at least the season's still right.
Though it feels colder than at the other village.
Okay. But how did it feel when we were actually on the ocean? It was cool, but so this is kind of more like a cold snap, colder than what it felt like yesterday when we wound up at the strange place on the edge of the water.
Well, it wasn't all that windy, so it didn't feel as cold.
Okay. So at least we're in a temperate season, a thing that has seasons, kind of.
It basically what it would be like in New York in early November.
Oh, which means it could be snowing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because this year we opened up the ski center the week before Thanksgiving. For the first time in like 5 years. So yeah.
Early
Yeah.
November weather in New York.
Yeah, so it's cold, but you don't know what it's gonna do, and it could be 50 one day, and it could be 10 the other in Fahrenheit. Yeah, seen that
Probably.
before.
And Una has no idea what we're talking about.
That's pretty much what it is for her all the time. That's what I got out of it. The last conversation that we had about New Zealand.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what kind of weather New Zealand gets.
Rainy and cold.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh, okay. So kind of like the northeast of the U.S.
It's just that her going into winter will be opposite of November. So yeah.
Yeah, so
It'd be more
basically
like
May.
or April, May weather. Yeah, May.
Yeah, early May, late April.
Where you know it's not winter yet, but fall is getting colder.
Yep, it
Where your
feels like
bones
winter.
start to hurt at an osteoclast level.
Jeez.
Stupid cold.
Yeah, the mountain that you guys are heading to isn't tall enough to have snow on its top.
Yeah, because it's not really technically a mountain. It's just a big hill, and it just looks like a mountain compared to.
Yeah, it's like Denver.
It's actually kind of funny flying to Denver because you're going out over plains and stuff, but you don't realize the ground is almost a mile higher than where it is in St. Louis. So it's like,
Mhm. It was really weird getting acclimated to that area.
I've never been.
oh yeah, I was interested a week I was out there visiting my younger stepson. Being a mile high after like just being here in the Catskill Mountains, which, well, okay, our mountains are like this orc hill next to the Rockies. Yeah, small. I think our highest mountain is 3,000 some feet. Most of the
Yeah.
elevation averages between 1,500 to 25 as far as valleys and hills and stuff like that.
That's basically the size of the Orcs Mountain.
Yeah, so the Orcs Mountain is kind of just a bigger one up a bunch of above a bunch of hills.
Yep.
Yippee! Okay, so we're following tracks, and we know a couple of them must be. I'm gonna assume they're from the village, and they got captured by the orcs, and they're being dragged up into the mountain. That's my assumption, and I'm sticking to it. So
I like
prove
it.
wrong.
Let's follow.
Alright, the sun is on its way down
Yes,
as it
we
gets closer
traveled.
to night.
Yeah, because it takes a while to get to the mountain. We kind of went south and then angled back, sort of northish back to it. Yep.
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 And with the day getting later, the weather gets colder, and you guys are getting closer to the mountain.
So is it dark now, or is it getting?
No,
It's still like late afternoon.
late afternoon. Okay,
As
so like
we're
Yeah, it's-
closing in.
basically
'Cause
around.
it takes about 5 hours in the straight line, and we kind of went down and then veered
Back
off
up,
to
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're probably like 7 hours in, so. Yeah, that's about right.
oh, okay, yeah, that's good.
Mid-afternoon, it's getting cooler.
Yep. About 3 p.m. on a fall day, so the sun's getting pretty low.
I don't know how to type as like the player to change my name from.
Just
Ah,
type
be-
/OOC.
Oh, okay. That's just too simple. You can tell it's cold because the siding is popping in the house.
Ooh, fun.
It only does that when it's really cold. You hear different things popping just because everything's just so.
So you guys have about 2 miles before you reach the base of the mountains, and about 10 minutes ago on your trip, basically 30 minutes after finding the dead horse, the grasslands turned into more rocky hills.
Oh man, are we losing tracks then?
Thereabouts, but you can basically figure that it's leading up to the mountain.
Okay, so there's kind of like a path almost, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
like you can kind of because there's enough tracks and stuff. You can kind of follow it enough. See what's
Okay.
besides our tracking rolls for. So if it gets much harder, he'll probably make us roll. Rocky Hills. It's like the Catskill Mountains. We grow rocks here. They actually come up out of the ground. You actually have to rake rocks off the fields every year before you plant sometime. Because they'll actually come up out of the ground. Thanks to glaciers dumping stuff.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, there's your geology lesson. Yeah, geology lesson for the day of the Catskill Mountains. Well, that's what Long Island is. Long Island's just a big dumping of glacier poop. If the glaciers hadn't stopped there and dumped off all their dirt, there wouldn't be any Long Island.
Yeah.
Catskill Mountains used to be a high plateau until till they got grooved out, because you can tell because all the rock sediment stuff is fairly flat, maybe slightly tilted, but it's not pushed up from underneath like mountains can be folded up. Doo-doo-doo. I'm still thinking of what we run into. So we got about 2 hours. Oh, maybe. Keep on going.
What, 2 hours game time or the time
No,
in game?
I thought you said something. Oh no, we got like 2 miles. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we got about 2 miles to the mountain. Okay, so we keep going our 2 miles. Of course, with the cart going 2 miles, it could take up to an hour depending on what obstacles we run into. And if we go straight, we probably can't go straight.
It winds a little bit.
Yeah, there's no straight roads where I live. The straightest stretch is on a river flat in a bigger valley.
Okay. You guys make your way through the rocky hills, and you get to the base of the mountain, and you can see where the path leads up along the mountain, and it looks like it would. How long would it take? See, basically going, what, let's say 1,600 feet up on a slant slope of 30 degrees, let's say.
That's pretty steep, but not super steep.
Yeah, that's manageable, I guess.
Oh, that's manageable because it's like the road that's outside my house. Once you go up a little ways, it goes. It's fun to come down in snow and there's no railing on the side, and yeah, you just go.
I must draw this. I'd say it fluctuates between 20 and 30 degree slope.
Yeah, that'd work. Sounds about like where I live. So.
I'm pretty sure that's something that Saul would. It's not American units or anything like that.
Yeah, it's just degree slope.
Yeah. So 1,600 feet up would be basically a kilometer. No. That's about 3,000 feet.
Yeah, I was thinking you're
It's 1.6 miles, or 1.6 kilometers for a mile.
Yeah, and a mile is like 5,280.
Yeah, half a mile is about 2,500
And then
feet,
you're-
let's say, which would be 800 meters. So 400 meters, maybe? Metric hurts my brain. At least trying to convert it.
400 meters would be somewhere in the 1,200 something foot range, like 1,250 or.
Let's say 450 meters up.
Okay.
So we'll say that's about 16-ish hundred feet.
I can think in meters too, because I had to do everything in metric where I worked for several years.
I'm trying to make it to where you can understand how high it is. I'm probably failing, but I'm trying.
You're doing great, Oreo.
I know.
Yeah. I like how our groups are international because you learn a lot of stuff of converting and just talking in different areas.
Nope. I'm lazy American. I don't do jack. I make them learn my way.
I know, because you're just a butt anyway.
That's true.
Okay, so that's actually about 494 meters up. 494 meters up, or about 1,620 feet.
Okay, so yeah,
Yay, Google.
we're going up the mountain. Dun, dun, dun,
Yes.
following the tracks. Winding our way through. Like how many trees are on it? I mean, is it kind of lightly forested, sparsely forested?
There was actually quite a bit of trees and the grasslands around the mountain, but once it got into the rocky hills, the trees disappeared. So, no trees on the mountain.
Okay.
It's a treeless mountain. The mountain has no beard.
Yes.
It's still low enough that trees could grow on it, but they decided not to.
Yep.
Unlike the Catskills, where our trees go all the way to the top. Because they're really only hills compared to the mountain.
Yeah, the Rocky Hills would be close to what it would look like in Utah.
I like Utah.
Never been in Utah.
It's
It's one
like
of the
green.
states I haven't been in.
Yeah, we drove through. When we went to Vegas, we drove through Utah up over the mountain. Well, we drove up around first and down through Utah, and then when we came back, we drove straight across and up over the mountains, up past Aspen and all that. And it's really green on the side of the mountain, but there's no trees. Like it's just like grass almost and rock, grass and rock. I want to say.
Well, that's because those mountains are higher. Tree line fact. I think they're a bit steeper too. Some of them.
Yeah.
No, my drive across the Rockies was up in the Yukon Territory. Actually, part of the Northwest Territory, Yukon, corner of British Columbia. Then I finally got into the Great Plains, with Calgary. Calgary is kind of like at the edge. Then it starts going flat east.
Good Lord, you guys are talking or typing so much over there.
Typing so much over where?
Discord.
On Maz's Discord.
Oh, Maz's Discord. I said I haven't
Yeah.
looked at Maz's Discord. I was like, where the hell is everyone?
Just waiting on you, Oreo. I'm trying to get to the top of this mountain.
I know. If my brain would work a little bit faster. Okay, you guys should see a map.
Alrighty.
Who wants to go first?
Not me. Never the kitty.
I'll go first.
Meow.
I shall go first. Wait, are we lit? We're not in a cave, right? We're in the valley or the trail.
Yeah, it's the trail leading up.
This kind of trail leading the easiest way through the rocky uphill. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Is the path wide enough for us to go next to each other, or do we have to go one-on-one?
Each square is 5 feet.
So you could squeeze in here if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, she technically kind of can. It narrows a little bit, but the cart can fit. And, yeah. Because they got their cart up through here with 2 horses wide, so yeah. It's a squeeze, but they did.
It's Iacona.
What?
Iacona has connected to Fantasy Grounds.
What? He ran fast to catch up to us. Left all of our awesome gold back at the camp with all the people we don't know.
It's better than taking it into orc territory.
That's a good point.
If you die, the town can afford a bunch of.
Alright, I'm just gonna move like 10 feet at a time until I run it.
Hey guys.
Oh my god, Iacona!
I know, sorry.
He's here.
The game is going on. My wife and I broke while watching.
It's okay.
Ooh.
Who won that game?
It's in overtime. And I hear
It's like the other game went in overtime, and the team that my husband wanted to win lost. So yeah, the same.
Yeah, I was going for the Saints too. It's too bad.
And we're New Yorkers, so we hate the Patriots. So the other team.
I'm actually from Kansas City, so I won't win.
I'm Canadian, so I hate football.
Oh,
I'm kidding, I'm not really Canadian, but...
No, but Sal's going football. You don't use your feet in American football,
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, weird.
Okay, let's catch Iacona up a little bit.
We're following tracks.
You are
Nailed it!
You were following tracks out of the village and have basically made your way up to the mountain where the orcs are. Let me
We
reshare
know what
this.
happened. We have an idea what happened to the cart that was supposed to go sell the mining stuff. We think the orcs have it, along with the 2 people that went.
And you emptied out the cart of the stuff that you found from the farmhouse from the last adventure, and took the cart and the one orc
captive.
Yeah, the orc captive, and we're heading to the orc clan's mountain home. And you found cart tracks leading away from the village and heading towards the mountain. Then a couple hours out of the village, it started heading south. So they decided to follow that, and a few hours later, they came across a dead horse and what appeared to be a bit of a scuffle, and cart tracks heading up towards the mountain.
Did you
With
beat
extra-
the dead horse?
No, but they
I
did.
stole meat from it.
They did chop up some of the meat from it, so you guys have 45 pounds of horse meat.
Awesome. So we can make some McDonald's hamburgers.
Exactly.
Pretty
Yep.
much. I'm still moving.
Okay. Okay, hold on.
I figured there was something there.
Like he said, he was just gonna keep moving until you said, hold it, which
10 feet at a time. Slow and steady wins the race.
said the turtle.
To the Bugs Bunny.
Okay, you guys make it there. Okay. The path climbs up one last steep switchback toward a bare shoulder of rock. The hillside rises steeply on your right and drops away precipitously on your left. Debris and rubbish lie scattered over the last 100 yards or so, discarded water skins, bits of charred bone, and splintered casks or kegs. Up ahead, the path opens onto a wide ledge and then doubles back sharply into the mountainside. Let me go ahead and reveal that.
My notes are orcs messy with trash last 100 yards.
And that is the area that rises steeply to the right, you're saying?
The dark gray on the right is basically the mountainside
Up.
heading up.
Yep.
And to the left is the mountainside heading down.
Okay, so this kind of opens up then.
Yep. And there...
So there's like an epic blood moon eclipse tonight, just so you guys know.
Too bad I won't be able to see it because of all
I
the
know.
snow.
Stupid clouds.
Yep. You guys can see two blue-skinned orcs. And they're... They look to be.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hmm?
I don't see Jack.
Oh, you don't see him? God damn it!
No, I see them. I'm saying
Hold on.
my perception roll was terrible.
I gotta delete them anyway. Alright, now you guys can see him, right?
Yubby.
Yeah, I could see him before. I was just saying
I
that
know.
my perception roll was god awful.
I had to delete him off the map, put him into the combat tracker, and then take him from the combat tracker onto the map so it would register that they were what that was supposed to be.
Well then, DM problem.
Yep. They haven't noticed you. Oh, hold on. Yeah. I don't know if you're trying to be sneaky or not.
With a horse and cart on a rocky trail.
Yeah.
Have you really listened to what a horse and cart sounds like on a rocky trail? There's probably a lot of people who don't even know what that sounds like. The DM's rolling dice and I can't see him. Oh
And the entire party falls off of the mountain and dies.
no! Well, poop.
Right? I'm waiting for it.
Not yet.
By the way, they loaded spring traps all over this place. Oh,
There-
oil slick traps too.
They are. The two orcs are. Conversing with each other. Amongst each other. Whatever you want to call it. And one of them tilts his head after. Well, his ears twitch. He tilts his head and looks over and sees a Kuzin and Una. And he
Well, hello.
let's see which one is. One of them, I think I get. Yeah, one of them's got a rather large sword. One of them has a rather large axe that looks fairly similar to Una's. And the one with the sword is one that notices you. He pulls out his sword, points it at you, and asks, "Who are you and what are you doing here?"
Oh, we're just friendly travelers, and we come bearing gifts. Well, a gift. A fairly large gift. That's kind of blue. And orcish.
I was sitting there back going, yeah.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
I wasn't being deceptive. I was being honest.
He doesn't believe that you got a gift for them.
Hey, somebody untie his mouth real quick.
He tells you to... He tells you to move closer.
I want to move the cart up with me. Do I have the cart with me?
Yeah, we'll move the cart up.
Okay.
Really should have a cart token.
Yeah, that'd probably help us in this situation.
Let's see, can I use anything as a cart?
You can use like one of the C tokens. Just use a C token.
Oh yeah, where do I... Let's see.
Should be in the token.
There we go.
That'll work.
Now to figure out how to resize it. Oh shit! No.
Oh, everything's so huge.
We can see Una better now.
These orcs have glowy eyes.
They're scary orcs.
Well, that didn't really work. Let's try that again.
Deleted me. Ah! I knew I was gonna die tonight.
Haha, my plan is complete.
There we go.
There we go.
Alright, so I'll
Much
move
better.
that up with me. Una, are you coming up with me?
Yes.
I figured.
Alright, go ahead and move yourselves. Then I'll move the cart.
And like right there. And the card should be like right behind.
So right there.
Yeah, that'll work. That way, if they want to get fresh with us, we'll throw their buddy right off the cliff. I wasn't lying. See, here's your buddy in the back of the cart. We came to talk to your leader.
My guys actually killed their leader.
What? He was there with them?
Yeah, that orc chieftain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Well,
Okay.
the leader of
Well, we can just assume.
those ones. Leader
Well,
of that little party.
we're talking about the leader, the clan leader. That
Oh,
that
the
guy
clan
was just
leader.
Yeah, the big
yeah.
guy.
We're not talking. Yeah, we're talking about the big cheese, not just the raiding cheese.
The head honcho.
Okay.
El Jefe. The big boss.
There, show off some of the mountainside. He looks at you a little confused. It says again, what are you doing here?
I came to talk to your leader.
Way to win him over.
Oh,
Totally winning him over right now.
turtles talk slow.
Let me slow this down for you.
I'm gonna go at turtle speed now.
Well, they aren't the brightest.
We caught this guy down by a fishing village, pillaging and looting. I need to speak to your leader.
He...
That's what I see.
He, turns around to his buddy there. And they start speaking in Orcish.
Oh, come now. Can't you just tell us what you're talking about? Then Kuzin starts speaking in Draconic and says, yeah, I can talk in different languages too.
The one without the sword takes a few steps closer to you and says, what did you just say?
Meanwhile, I'm just hanging out behind the cart going, might need to heal anytime now. Might need to heal.
I wouldn't stand too close to me, or I will have my bear friend there throw your buddy over the cliff.
So they
Your
haven't.
language sounds terrible. I don't know what you're talking about. That was beautiful.
Are you
They
still...
haven't.
I'm speaking in common now.
Okay. What'd you say, Icona?
I was wondering if they'd noticed us yet.
Are you trying to hide behind the cart?
Depends. If they haven't noticed us yet, then yes. If they have noticed us, then I'm not going to bother.
Well, if you're trying to hide behind the cart, go ahead and roll for it.
Be stealthy, bard.
I'm not trying to be stealthy. I'm just behind the cart. If they notice me, they notice me. If they don't, they don't.
Oh, man, Red.
As I dance on top of the cart in an attempt to hide.
beating on your frying pan.
That's right.
And has his finger up between his eyes going, you can't see!
That's right. All right. So, do I know that I failed that roll, or do I think I'm high?
Oh, you totally think you're hiding.
Yeah, you think that you're hiding.
So, to sneak over to there, have a look.
Oh, Iacona.
Yes.
I put your bard class in the classes,
Oh, cool. Thank you.
so you should be able to do that now.
Now you can use your frying pan.
Okay. As you get closer over there, Iacona, the orc with the sword looks at you and tells you to stop. You can see steps leading into the mountain and up a little bit.
Okay, I do, and look very nonchalant.
Oh,
Just a
I didn't
tiny-
see you there, Red Paw.
I have one brain.
Okay, good. Just
Yep, I
making
made
sure.
sure.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just I was thinking about that when I had to run like AFK there, came back. I'm like, oh.
Apparently I wasn't supposed to do that. Never mind. So ignore that.
Yeah, that's what you read us, right? Oh, no. No. Okay, don't
No,
look
that-
at that guy.
Yeah,
Don't look at that.
that's actually supposed to be when you go farther into the mountain.
Are you guys gonna take us to your leader now, or are we just gonna have to find our way in?
They approach you guys. And he points his weapon to you and makes a slight motion towards the steps leading into the mountain and grunts at you.
If you don't put your weapon away, I will kill you. I'm just here to talk to your leader. You can take us in there as you please. Just stop pointing your weapon at me.
He says, move it.
Okay, I'm gonna attack him now.
What?
What? He's pointing his weapon at me. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Do you not want me to do it? I won't do it. All right, let's go.
If you want to do it, do it.
Yeah, it's up to you.
I just don't like, being forced anywhere. I would prefer to, go at my own accord.
Well, it might not go down very well if we go talk to the leader and kill everyone on the way.
Well, how about we not kill them? We just knock them out and throw them in the back of the cart. And just start collecting people and bring them in there to their leader and be like, hey, man, we just want to live in peace down there.
What? It's a cart of just mostly dead? Not
Yeah.
all dead?
Yeah, pretty much.
Bring
Let's
out
go
your
with that.
dead.
So we're going to do some non-lethal damage to them. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to fight.
Okay. There it is.
I'm gonna start calling you Picard. He would learn a lot from you.
Go ahead and roll for initiative.
Come on, I'll give you a free shot even.
And Red Paw's the only one that has a bonus to dexterity.
Yep.
You see what I have to live with? Do you see?
Hey,
While I'm off stealthing everywhere. Wait.
Totally stealthing.
You are
Didn't we take a long rest while we were there?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, it didn't
overnight.
clear.
'Cause this
Yeah.
the next day.
Yeah, I didn't clear out my medicals or spell.
Hey, I mentioned that, but you weren't paying attention and did it on yours too.
It's okay, I got it.
It's okay.
It's fixed. It's fixed.
It's fixed now. And then, Red Paw doesn't have minus anything and all that. We're all happy, full, ready to beat up.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this orc doesn't know that you guys are going to attack. So it is Bree's turn.
Remember now, we are taking them alive.
And I'm just gonna, sit here and make sure nobody dies. So where's the turn tracker? I can't see the turn tracker to change.
Up in the top right, you'll see two swords on the little button of your window. Click on that and it'll bring up the combat tracker.
There it is. Now I can...
Yep, you gotta do that every time that you go into Fantasy Grounds.
Well, I didn't need the turn tracker until right now.
That's true.
Don't be mad at me. I just don't like being told what to do.
Damn hard shell. Hard head.
Oh no! Oh.
You're not hard-headed, you're hard-shelled.
Oh,
My
damn.
All right then. Let's. He's not dead yet, right? He's dying. We can stabilize him.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, with 5th edition, they've got it to where you can pull your punch that on your killing blow, you can instead knock them out.
Yeah, that's what we're looking to do. Let's do that.
So yeah, he's unconscious. If Una wants to do that.
Yep. Not killing anyone.
Okay, so yeah, he got smacked in the face pretty hard by the flat end of the blade of Una's great axe.
She almost killed him by bashing his nose up into his brain.
Ooh.
Whoops!
Can Redpaw put this one to sleep?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be a good way to do it. And then we can just tie him up while he's sleeping and throw him in the car. That way the other one's going to be unconscious anyway, so we can wake him up and be like, hey, where do we need to go?
Yep, as soon as it's my turn.
Yeah, Una, pass your turn, jeez.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Oh, it's my turn? Oh. Yeah, I'm going to cast Sleep, and I'm just going to position it so I just get him. It's not a big deal.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. See how many hit points of
Oh, right.
sleep.
Apparently enough to knock him unconscious. Is that right? Or do I need to roll something?
Gotta roll your 5d8, I think it is, to see how many hit points of creatures that you sleep.
No way to choose 5 dice.
Yeah,
well,
you,
isn't it on your actions, the spell in your actions in your spell book or
No.
tab?
it doesn't have any dice roll.
Oh.
When you left
But it
click,
should, because
Yeah,
you have
it-
to roll.
it should. I don't know why it doesn't. But you left click and hold, and then
There it is. Okay.
right click until you get the number of dice. That is not enough to put him to sleep.
Oh.
So apparently Red Paw cannot put him to sleep.
Oh.
He looks a bit groggy, and his eyes were starting to shut, but he blinks
He
it away and
shakes
shakes
it
his
off.
head and is not happy.
He is in my threat range, right? So if he tries to move, he's going to take an opportunity attack? Or
Yeah, if he moves out of your threat range.
I was just making sure that he was in my threat range.
Is that what the shaded area around you is? Then-
Well, it would be, yeah, any 5-foot square around. I wanted to be in a 5-foot square. Like I don't like being able to do like mid-grid stuff.
Then go ahead and put yourself in a 5-foot square.
Yeah, I feel better there.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't stop, mid-grid.
I didn't mean to.
I know, I'm just busting on you.
Okay, it's his turn. He is going to move over to Red Paw, so go ahead and make your opportunity attack. Kuzin.
Oh, okay.
He goes up to the guy that's unarmed.
Yeah.
Pussy.
Yeah, because he knows that you tried to put him to sleep.
All right, hold on.
He knew like you.
Oh, that didn't hit.
You swing at him, but he was a little too
wanted
quick
it.
for you.
What I really wanted to do was grab a hold of him, like do a grapple. Can you do that, or you have to make an attack when you
Yeah,
do opportunities?
You can try to grapple him.
Okay, because what I want to do is grapple him and have somebody tie him up while I have him grappled.
Okay.
All right.
Athletics check.
Okay.
That is very nice.
And that would be
and
versus
against
his acrobatics.
Against his acrobatics or athletics, so he's going
Okay.
with athletics. And you managed to grapple him.
Awesome. All right. Somebody quickly tie him up. Does he get a chance to break free though on his turn?
Yeah, he's gonna try to break free.
Okay.
So same thing.
So I roll athletics again.
Yeah. And you keep a hold of him. So we'll go ahead and end combat there.
And then we'll just have somebody come up and tie him up while I hold him still. It didn't have to be this way. I was trying to be a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
But Daddy tried to tell you what to do, and you got it all snooty.
Yep, I got all snooty, threw a temper tantrum. Had to just take him out.
But he shouts while you're tying him up, so yeah. La 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 la. I would laugh if we got most of these guys all tied up, and they were like, "Okay, this is how."
Bro,
I
it's
like
going
it.
down.
I like
We're gonna tie everybody up.
just the way it's.
I hope we
going.
have enough rope for this.
Well, we just kind of can knock him out unconscious too.
Mm.
I can just make sure they ain't dying. Spare the dying, they can lay there for.
Do you guys, what do you do with him?
I'm gonna throw him in the back of the cart. Throw them both in there.
Yeah, we basically were tying him up, and obviously we should gag him so he doesn't yell anymore. Of course, he's already yelled.
Leave him gagged or ungagged. It'll be all right.
He's gonna shout the whole way.
He's not. He's just shut him up. Gag. He's sorry.
Okay, let's gag him.
Because he's making too much noise. He's a whiny.
Little whiny baby.
My cat ears can't take it echoing against these hills. Come on. Of course, there's probably people that know we're coming anyway, but yeah. He doesn't need
That's
screaming.
okay.
If I ever write memoirs, it's gonna say orcs are stupid. Did you not understand? We want to talk to you, leader. We don't want to hurt you. We just want to talk. But talking too
Exactly.
hard for orcs.
I gotta go look at the clips. So can we just end it here then, Oreo? The fact that we got these guys tied up and they're in the car.
Yeah.
And then for next session we can head into the
Yeah, there won't be
plan.
any American football games to screw up next week.
Stupid American football.
Well, I don't even care about the Super Bowl now, because neither team I would have liked to see in there got in there. The other teams did, so. And the Patriots, so they just have to lose. That'd be the only reason why I even wanted to pay attention to it, is the Patriots lose.
Amen.
Just like. What's a New Yorker? Always a New Yorker.
You want the Patriots to win, don't you?
Yep.
Oh, hell no. Oh, you do? Great.
No, I don't. I don't care either way.
Yeah. I don't really care at this point, but being a New Yorker,